Welcome on board the world premiere of the Axopar 38 cross cabin, the most modular boat on the world. What does it offer for you? Come along, I'm going to show you a lot of things that happens on the boat. You're going to cut probably then like small cuts. Then I can do it like this. Well, one of the biggest differences you see on the boat is the activity platforms we incorporated on the 38. This is an option, so you don't need to have any opening or balconies for those that don't need it. But the whole point being, it's an additional seating area. So sitting by the beach at the water, just enjoying a day out. The balconies are raised so that they are not in touch with the water. So also no waves can come slamming into it, and all your stand-up paddle boards and others can easily be stored underneath while they are in the water. And to me, this is more or less like an additional lounging area all in all, especially now with the new lounge seat. So first of all, taking a bit ideas from the Americans, where a lot of Americans like to be seated looking forward while they're boating. Now we just move the seating position into the back. Large space, now easily accessible through a huge storage hatch. So any belongings, any bags you have with you, open up the hatch, throw it inside, and you're ready to go. Fender boxes we have on the sides. Now also with an optional wet bar, so you can have a top-loading fridge, a sink, and a trash can instead of fender boxes on this side. And then one thing we love to bring aboard is the gas grill, and with the Berlewin fix I can actually move this either to the foredeck or the aft deck. Openable aft window is a new option on the Axopar 38. Completely opens up the boat and the sensation of being indoors and outdoors. But there's more. The first thing you see on the boat is of course its new design. It looks masculine, it looks powerful, and it's all made with a purpose. Functional design is something that is close to our hearts, so the boat needs to look good. Axopars are always all about drivability. This we believe to be truly one of the absolute best handling boats out there. So much work has gone into the development of the third generation hull. The Axopar 37, the predecessor, is already renowned and used by governments, by professionals and beginners throughout the world for its renowned drivability. But the 38 is one step further. Ergonomic helm, more or less you will feel closer that you're to an automotive. I will still do this. Quick adjustment, sorry. Axopars are also about functionality and ergonomics. So to me, one of my favorite driving positions is always standing up. I can also be a bit lean back and relax behind the wheel, and also then of course seated down. Here we have a new optional sofa that creates a huge space for me. So in addition, it also, when I'm at rest, this is a great location for me to spend time. With the quick backrest, I can also, of course, then change direction and be seated backwards. And around the whole U sofa, you can sit easily up to 8 people with this configuration. But there are more things that you can't see right away. One is also the new seating position that we created with the second U sofa in here. So now I can also sit behind the driver's sofa, resting against the table with this removable backrest. I can easily sit here now 2 persons more looking forward. And in a second, remove the cushion. And now I can be comfortably seated around the big U sofa in the back. The U sofa also is electrically adjustable, so you just push a button and the table lowers itself down, and we're going to put an infill in there, and then you're going to see, we can just show how it looks like. So I'm just going to get it down, I'm going to get the cushion. So what I did now, I completely transformed the U sofa into a very comfortable day lounge. Kids especially like being sitting in here, just relaxing a day out. With the doors open, with the roof open, with the aft window open, the breeze really moves around in the boat and you feel connected with the outdoors. In addition, with the sofa as well, I can now of course connect this one. I can move it closer to the setting, and now it converted into a full length bed. The bed is over 2 meters, 220. Let's go to the front cabin. The first thing you notice on my left side is going to be the cabinet. So there's a good kitchen, a sink and a faucet, either gas induction or grill, place for a microwave, full-size pull-out drawers, pull-out fridge, very convenient. The toilet door that I'm just about to open is also working as a, I'm going to show you this. So give me this. The toilet door as well works as a privacy curtain, so I can actually look inside. But let's have a look at the toilet. And this is now where the magic starts to happen. So galving doors is something that we have optional on our Axopars. We wanted to create a very comfortable lounge setting. With the galving doors open, again, I get the breeze in and out of the boat. The front cabin doesn't feel cramped. It's a natural extension of the indoors towards the outdoors. In addition, I have a backrest that is hidden underneath the bed. I can lift it up. And now I also create this into a very comfortable U-sofa setting around here if I'm not using the bed. The boat always comes standard with the kitchen cabinet and with the sleeping area for two. So 2 persons can sleep on board. Of course, when you take the U-sofa configuration in the wheelhouse, then with the lowering table, you can actually add 1.5 person or 1 adult, 1 kid in the back. And with the aft cabin, which is also optional, you add 2. So I would say this is a good boat for a family of 5. But let's go outside. On the foredeck, we also offer different modularization and different options. This is now with a very comfortable U-sofa setting. There's a table with 2 positions. I can either have it closer to the sofa that is facing forwards or closer to me here around the U-sofa. These 2 boxes in here are optional. So if I don't want to have a U-sofa, I can also have the standard one, which is the forward-facing bench and the aft bench. This table also lowers down, so I can have this into a sunbed. So for example, this boat with this specification, I have 3 sunbeds on board. That is nothing any other all-weather capable boat is offering in the market today.